Welcome back to This Week at Hiut. Want to see what an invisible repair looks like on a pair of jeans? Well, watch to the end of this video to find out. A customer emailed me recently asking if we'd be able to repair a pocket on their pair of jeans. He'd slipped in the woods on a night out in the northwest of England while trying to beat his friends to the pub. Seeing as all of our jeans come with a lifetime repair service, we thought we'd give it a go. How hard could it be to replace a pocket? Harder than you might think. When the jeans arrived, it was obvious that they'd seen some wear. They'd been washed, worn and faded, so a new pocket would have stood out against them. There was only one thing for it: a wash or two, and some manual friction. I had Claudio cut me a section of Japanese selvage and Jill overlocked the edges to stop the fabric from fraying. I filled up this jug with warm water and got to washing the jeans. With a bit of agitation and the warmth of the water, the dye slowly begins to leave the fabric. You can see how the water's changed colour in this shot. While the fabric dried, I got some advice from Grandmaster Ellen about unpicking a back pocket. As she spoke, I realised that she was the expert and maybe I should leave it up to her to do. We didn't want this pair of jeans to get any more damaged. I pressed the new pocket, and after comparing the colour of the fabric again, I knew it would need another rinse, but not before I'd worn the pocket in. So I took it to the floor to try and emulate some of that friction it might have seen in the last couple of years of wear. It takes a lot for these jeans to show any sign of ageing. After I'd brushed the fabric off, I took it to Rob so he could cut me a pocket. We've got different patterns for every size of jeans, so we had to make sure that this pocket was the right one. And after doing that, I got Ellen to press it into shape for me. She folded and stitched the top and sewed in a pocket liner. I looked at the old pocket again and you can see some lighter fabric on the raised areas. So this is something I hope to replicate with some sandpaper. And a final rub on the floor for good luck. This friction loosens up some of the dye, which is going to make these areas lighter when they come to the second wash. The second soak was longer and I actually had to scrub the pocket because not enough dye was coming out. Once dried, I asked Ellen to repress the edges along the faded marks I'd made. You can see here that the wear looks much more authentic now, especially at the raised parts in the corners. Since these jeans have been worn for a couple of years, the back panel had moulded to the shape of the customer. The pockets had changed shape too, but we were able to get this one in place with a couple of nifty tacks. This was a great idea from Ellen, and it made sure that none of the darker denim from underneath was showing through. After the pocket was stitched in place, the final touch was these bar tacks. The bar tacks are the last measure to keep the pocket in place. They reinforce the corners that feel the most strained. With the final check over from Ellen, this repair was complete. And here's the finished result. I'd say it was a success. The pocket lives to carry keys for another day. We could have approached this repair in a number of ways. We could have replaced the pocket with a brand new one, or darned over the affected area, leaving a battle scar. In the end, it's entirely up to the wearer, and adds to the story of the jean. The fall in the woods and the wear from our factory floor makes these jeans unique. This kind of repair is not something we can do for every pair of jean that comes in. There's no amount of factory floor that could match this fade, but when we see an opportunity like this one, it's difficult for us to resist. If you're looking to get your Hiut jeans repaired, then get them booked in on the website and we'll see what we can do. You never know, they could end up on YouTube one day. Thanks for watching. See you next week.